Guys, this game looks incredible. No clickbait, no jokes, no over-exaggeration, just facts. This game genuinely looks beautiful. And we actually get to go ahead and see in-game footage for the game as well, as opposed to cinematics. This is something that I wish gaming developers would actually do. Like, I'm gonna be real with you guys here. I get more excited when I can see the in-game graphics for a game as opposed to the in-game cinematic for the game. I'm sure I can speak for a lot of us when I say that when we see a cinematic like we did for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, we all just roll our eyes because we know it's gonna look absolutely nothing like that when we actually get into it. Also, no, this is not a mobile game. This is not mobile compatible. This has absolutely nothing to do with mobile devices. Now, I haven't watched the actual trailer for the game, but I did briefly skim through parts of it. I prefer watching these trailers with all of you guys so we can all look at it together. We can all react to it together at the same time as a group, as we kind of should be as a community anyway. And no, this isn't some cheap South Korean or Chinese game. This is actually a AAA budget Japanese title. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and jump in and just watch a trailer. Now you may recognize the developer, Cygames. I'm not sure.
The era of unending peace is past.
I'll turn this up a little bit for you guys.
Fix your eyes forward, lest you overlook the traces.
Now, I know that this is clearly part of the cinematic trailer, but there is in-game footage actually included here. At least I'm assuming this is a cinematic trailer, right? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's... Man. This looks absolutely brutal. I wonder if there's any kind of character creation in this, or if there's the option to be a female, or... And yeah, there we have it. That is the trailer for Project Awakening. Project Awakening is an upcoming Japanese open-world cooperative RPG from Cygames, known for the Granblue Fantasy games, Dragalia Lost, the Rage of Bahamut Anime, and other anime series, among other things. This was initially announced back in 2018 and was expected to release towards the end of 2019, but obviously that didn't really pan out, right? Project Awakening is targeting a Western audience, being built for Westerners in mind as opposed to their own Japanese players, as Cygames is actually looking to expand into the Western market by developing Western games with Japanese polish, something that is very rarely done in this day and age. Now, the reason that I am covering this today is because the game is going to be a large, cooperative, open world RPG that houses up to 12 different players at a time. You can group up together, you can tackle content together, large bosses you can quest out in this giant open world. Yeah, 12 players concurrently occupying a single world together. This is something that Cygames has never attempted before, a game like this, a game of this caliber. Now, I know that they have attempted multiplayer games in the past. I know that a lot of you guys have probably played cooperative multiplayer RPGs as well that hold, I don't know, like 3 players, 4 players at a time, but this is going to hold up to 12 players at the same time. And it isn't going to be some lobby instance-based game. This is going to be completely open world. It is a very daunting task that could arguably mean the end of their expansion into the West, but at the same time, this game looks really damn good. The developers are used to story-driven JRPGs, and as such, are actually attempting to find a balance between their narrative and the focus on gameplay. Inspiration for the game comes from titles like The Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones, and if the trailer is anything to go off of, it is going to be incredibly brutal and feature large-scale boss encounters that are going to either require a large group or very, very careful coordination. And if you watch Mrs. Sticks and I on Twitch, or if you just generally watch our gameplay videos, you will know that one of the things that we lack is any kind of coordination. So, you know, due to the fact that we're going to be able to hold up to 12 people within a world, we are going to be relying on you guys to carry us through this. Supposedly, the open world is going to be completely seamless, allowing for players to actively travel across its entirety without needing to pass through loading screens. I'm not sure what this actually means in terms of dungeons or cities, but I'm sure they'll elaborate on that the closer the game gets to releasing. Cygames, during their last interview, stated that they are still in the process of deciding on several other features such as magic and a class system, as right now, other than opting to choose between male and female and having individual weapons you can equip, there are no individual classes. Currently, it is unknown when Project Awakening will release. At this rate, it's doubtful it'll roll out this year, but 2021 definitely looks promising. With how good the game looked in 2018, it's definitely a possibility we'll see this look even better next year than it did back a couple of years ago. The game is also scheduled to release onto the PS4 with a potential PC release date coming sometime after the fact. While PC compatibility is unconfirmed, it's something that they're definitely looking at and considering. But this is my opinion, my impression to the game based off of what we saw in that trailer. What do you guys think though? Does this look like something you'd be interested in playing? Are you going to go ahead and accompany us in our journey and potentially carry us to victory? Let me know down in the comments below and let's talk about it. Anyway guys, that is it for me. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you all next time.
Peace.